Hello to everybody out there. How about some midnight madness? You know, I ain't hear my phone go off this time for a notification. Oh, there it went. How about that? So I ain't seen nobody on the chat yet. I do know there's a few people in here, but I ain't seen nobody on chat. Oh, hello there, KK Live. Katie? Danny, how you doing tonight? Pretty good. Have y'all ever had like a sleepyhead day before? That's what I had today. Like a sleepyhead day. Probably like from being aggravated, this internet and all that stuff. Hello, there's Miss Patricia. Oh, there's Jolly Day. Hey, everything's going good. Oh, I was in there. I'll tell y'all something. Hey, Miss Deanne. I was in there trying to schedule this video right here. And I'd go in there and put it on 12 o'clock, for the day's date, Well, let's see. I was doing it for the 25th. And I seen it didn't work. You can go to edit settings and go back. I scheduled it again. Went back and it wasn't scheduled. I done it again, went into edit settings. And I know why it wasn't working. Tonight at 12 o'clock is, you can't put the 25th. You gotta put the 26th. Hey, it took me a minute. I don't reckon I really realized. And we all know after 12 is the next day. But hey, it finally caught up with me. Or got me realizing what was going on. Oh, that's right, Jonathan. Thank you. Let's all hit the like button. Yeah. Hey, y'all, there's not very much happening. I had got on there earlier today and told y'all Tammy was going to do a video. And she went to one of the Grand Youngers baseball game instead. I can't hardly do nothing with them around here, y'all. But I don't think I will be saying that no more. That she's gonna be live because I'm wrong more than I'm right about her gonna go live. And we don't want to be wrong, do we? Hey, Tony and Terry and Short Stack and Pamela, Miss D.N. Hello to everybody. Stephen Hanson. So hello everybody. It's been a slow day for me. Hey there, Miss Sherry. Hey there, Miss Pamela. Got two Pamelas in there tonight. You know, there ain't much happening today. But well, I guess might ought to play this clip. Oh, y'all, these prosecutors, and like even like in your town and stuff like that, you know, they are used to being the boss. You know, this Letitia James, I mean, they are been having a good time. Oh man, they all laughing. This news, they are all laughing and having a good time. It's funny. It's all been funny to him, to them. And I just got this clip a while ago because I was gonna come up here. I ain't gonna play all of it, but I'm gonna play some of it. You know, I told y'all that, they didn't want Mr. T to file bankrupt. But they didn't want him to pay neither. Matter of fact, they didn't think he could pay. And he went to that appeals court, and it's either a fair court or a friendly court, you know, to Mr. T. I have no idea. But this is what they were saying just this morning. Like, listen at them.
Hush money and DA Alvin Bragg, Donald Trump has another massive legal headache today. The $450 million and counting civil fraud judgment is due today. He said he can't find the money. So what will happen? Let's bring in NBC News investigative correspondent Tom Winter, and back with us are Charles Coleman and Caroline Polisi. So it's a whole lot of money, Tom. The legal team has said they've gone to 30 sureties, bond companies, if you will, and have tried to get this bonded, but they've said they've laughed in their face. They can't do it. What's up?
Laughed in their face.
Right, a couple of things that I'm actually looking at on my screen right here. I just happened to pull up 40 Wall Street to see if there's been any sort of liens or activity in filings on that property. There are not. I also just checked the docket a few minutes ago from the AG's case. There's nothing there yet either, and it's unclear what, if any, filings will be made today. We're looking at the 40 Wall Street property right now. If you're also looking at that 40 Wall Street property, you'll notice on the left-hand side of that picture, Katie, there is no longer a sign for Dwayne Reed. So this underscores kind of the problem that Trump is having, because there's no anchor tenant in that building, and it's difficult now in the commercial real estate market, which is where Donald Trump's a lot of his holdings are in New York.
That's enough, right there. I mean, that T-shirt James, she cannot help her lips moving about Mr. T. We're going to start seizing his problem. Well, what if he don't have the money? That's not my problem. And they've really had a good time off of this. She's been on the news every day. And you know that there ain't no news no more. Did you know that? It's all Mr. T. That's all they talk about. You know, I searched and searched and searched. Well, about 10 minutes. I can't find nothing Letitia James said today. You know why, don't you? Dave realized Letitia James and that judge, they realized things turned south today. And don't mean it's going to continue south for them. So I'm saying that don't mean this is a cut and dry deal. But what I am saying is the appeals court didn't even have to take that case, but they took it. And just them taking it is enough to shut them lips. And then they lowered it to 175 million. We can all go ask our grandma and granddaddy to get $175 million. That ain't no problem. But like, I'm telling you, they are mad. I mean, they are mad. I don't know if I would want to get up talking to her very much in the morning time. But I bet you this morning, you treat her like Elvis. You wait to see what she's going to say first before you say anything about like, good morning. I'm telling you, these people are used to running over people. All of them. They used to whatever they say goes. And it went to this appeal court. It postponed it 10 days. You don't have to pay for 10 days. They are going to hear the case. And him, Mr. T and his lawyers think this is going to get overturned. Some of that man's cases has been overturned. The judge, that New York judge, he's like pretty wild, man. One DA and one judge doing this. That don't even sound right, does it? In the big folks world, y'all, people don't like to look like a fool. In all of the TV, the TV I'm talking about, the news. They all lost their best friend this morning. Now, yeah, they crooked, boy. And you know that that woman lawyer that Trump's got, I watched her a bunch, you know. Man, she's sharp, you know. Like, I mean, she's got looks, but she's also like real smart. You don't always see that, you know. Man or woman, you know. But here's what his lawyer
Let's
said.
bring in Trump legal spokeswoman Alina Haba. Alina, what happened today?
We won. No, we didn't win. You know when we'll win? When we get this all reversed, which is what's going to happen. So what happened today was that Letitia had to eat every single tweet she has posted since the day the twisted order from Judge Engoron came out, with the ridiculous number, with the disgusting injustice on the American people, not just Donald Trump. And
I don't want to disturb y'all while the video's playing, but you heard her say that she's had to eat her tweets because she was on Twitter every day, you know, saying this is how much the amount is today. Because it's $100,000 a day, you know, the interest on, it's over $100,000 a day for the interest on 456 million. Oh, I'll back this up just a tad and let y'all finish watching it. But, Lolita and James, she ain't got too much to say.
on the American people, not just Donald Trump. And I would love to see what she tweeted today, because she was having fun posting the interest on a man who has done nothing wrong and a family who's done nothing wrong every single day. And then the appellate division came in and said, sorry, due process still exists in America. You still get a right to keep your assets until we get to review what all these lawyers are saying was wrong. 11 weeks, I have never seen something, Jesse, like I saw in that courtroom. It was a travesty on the justice system. And I am so proud of the appellate division for giving us the opportunity. They didn't reverse the case, but they will when they see what we saw. It was a disgrace. And today, there was a little bit of faith in the American system that I've lost over the past few years, I'll be honest with you.
Do you think Tish James and Judge Engoron, do they feel ashamed, a little embarrassed? Have they felt, I don't know, maybe they overreached a little bit after this decision?
Well, that would mean that they have a moral compass or a conscience, and I don't feel that that exists. People that go on TV, censor Donald Trump, shut him off when he's speaking, want to act like he's about to go broke, want to act like he's poor, and that's why he couldn't get a bond that no private company has ever been asked to get, with no cash equivalents other than cash, marketable securities. People that get excited for that, they don't have a conscience, Jesse. But I hope she took a little piece of humble pie today, because that's what was served to her. Just a little, but we'll be serving a lot more of that in the next couple of years.
And she'll be eating humble pie. You'll be having birthday cake. We hear it's your birthday, so happy birthday.
I'm talking about like in the big man's world, they don't like to be wrong. And they don't like to be made a fool out of. And she, her and that judge, I'm telling you, don't take what I'm saying lightly. They got a fool made out of them. Here they, Miss Peggy. And hello to all the new people come in. I've seen some stuff like that before. some stuff like this. Like, man, like, just imagine if I was on here acting like Letitia James. Just to imagine, I would feel like a fool just with 85 people watching. The whole world was watching her. She's probably gonna get up and wear a mask and sunglasses in the morning. What y'all think? And it might actually be an improvement too. You know, it's, I mean, I'm telling you, that's bad, bad, bad. Get on there talking all that stuff. And you know that first clip I showed y'all, you know, I was like, I hadn't seen where she started taking assets yet. You know, I looked into it a little bit, and he makes $20 million off of that Trump Tower every year. So it's not 20 million a month, it's 20 million a year. I think I can make it pretty good on that, don't you? Then he's got golf courses and, you know, I mean, a bunch of stuff, you know. But, and then here's what I thought. Here's what I would have thought. I would have thought Trump Tower would have been worth a bunch of money. And it is a bunch of money to us. But like $500 million? And, you know, I mean, and if he had to sell everything quick, you know, I'm saying if he had to sell everything quick, you know, wouldn't get the full money, like holding out, you know. And then that over $100,000 a day, penalty. So that's every 10 days is another $1 million. They say that like the rent has went down, you know, well, but like not just recently, you know. But I mean, I don't know, you know. Oh, Mama called me up and then I talked to her for a good while. I explained some of this stuff to her, you know. We kind of got to talking about it. know that I've been gonna tell y'all this a long time. I just keep forgetting to tell y'all because it's not that big of a deal. But people that was on the news, that used to be on the news, people we know, like Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, and I mean a bunch of them. You don't have to watch TV no more. You don't have to watch the actual news on TV no more. You know, they'll pick a subject out, you know, and then you go watch the subject that you want to know about. You know, that for that one episode, you know. But like, their stuff ain't working like it used to. Well, because of you know, the podcast. They don't have the power no more. And then, you know, we don't believe nothing they say. You know. I mean, I don't believe nothing they say. And just while I'm thinking about it, when I do these videos, I see somebody complaining about somebody, I mean, I don't necessarily think they was complaining, but they was saying, man, did you see how many ads was on that video? And it wasn't during the live, it's after the live. And if I don't put ads on my video, y'all, but, and I've told y'all this 100 times, if you got a good video, a good watch time, YouTube knows it. And they will put ads on it. I made a 30-minute video today here, you know. They put ads on that thing like it's a 3-hour video. But like, if a video's a good video, YouTube knows it. And they will load it up. And a bunch of times I went and took ads off, you know. And I mean, some of them, that thing's like, you know, if you're watching TV, you know, regular TV. If it's a 30-minute show, they'll have an ad at the first of the show, or 2 or 3 at the first of, in 15 minutes, they'll have 2 or 3 more commercials. And then when it goes off, they'll have 2 or 3 more, you know. And so I actually think, like, you know, about, I usually, if I do put ads on, cause sometimes I do it for Tammy and sometimes I do it for me, but like, not too much no more. I mean, I just don't hardly mess with it, but you know, about every 20 minutes, you know, is what, you know, you can put up with about 20. You can put up with an ad every 20 minutes. But sometimes YouTube will load it up, you know. But like I say, if that video ain't got good watch time, they liable not putting none on it. I mean, that, you know, I mean, you can have a video 3 hours long, and this lie would not have but 1 or 2 or 3 ads. And you know, when I was doing them late night wild videos I was doing, you know, they'd load that thing up. you know, what I mean? People was just listening, you know. I kind of watch that Tucker Carlson some, you know. But like, I don't know. You know, there's some stuff I don't want to hear about. I don't care nothing about hearing about Ukraine. And I don't care nothing about hearing about Russia. I care about what's going on here. And sometimes Tucker acts like he's as smart as he could be. And sometimes he'll look at somebody and make out like he don't understand. Like something that's simple. But that actually goes along with sometimes with being smart, you know. I reckon. Yeah, you know, I'm actually about like that too, Tony, about Jesse. And that other guy that's trying to be funny all the time on Fox, which very little Fox do I watch. They are doing better, you know. But it's about time. You know, I told y'all they lost 2/3 of their audience, man. That's a lot of people to lose. 2/3. Yeah, that Greg Gutfield. It's something about me, I don't care too much about somebody trying to be funny every sentence they make. Used to like Hannity. I've seen a picture of him and Don Lemon at a party with their arms around one another, posing for the camera. And you know it's bad if CNN, if Don Lemon's so bad, CNN fires him. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes Glenn Beck is talking about something I want to hear. And it seems like lately he's talking about stuff that I don't care about hearing. And man, he has a lot of commercials, don't he? And then they'll have a commercial. He'll be doing these little talking ads. Then he'll tell you about what he's going to do. We'll be back in 60 seconds. And I'll tell you about it. And what he'll say. I'm telling you. I ain't got 60 seconds. You know, like the man and the woman that got divorced. He's asking the son questions. The man's asking the son's questions. And the youngest know to protect their mama. He's like asking questions and questions, and we know what to answer and we know what to act like we don't know, you know. We will protect our mama. He said, dang boy, tell me something. Youngin ain't gonna talk about his mama. You know, they don't know what's going on, you know. Yeah, I like being too, but then I mean he's not always talking about what I wanna know about neither, you know, but like yeah, I mean I like him. I know that I know that it's like this right here, y'all, that it really don't matter if somebody breaks the law. If nobody does nothing about it. And that's so I really get tired of that. Yeah. Yeah, I see that, Tony. You know, like the DA in Fulton County, you know, her and her lover, they was both robbing the liquor store. And the judge said, you can stay. And this is actually what he said. One of y'all can stay. I will let you decide who wants to stay. But the other ones got to go. Only one of y'all can stay. And that's what they done, you know. Both of them doing the same thing. One of them had to go and let one of them stay in the liquor store. I've got a feeling now that the Fulton County case, you know, that judge, he did throw some stuff out, you know. So, you know, I mean, I don't know what you call it, but they had this against him and that against him and that against him and that against him and that against him. And he threw the most lethal, I guess, indictment, or whatever it is. The thing that they had that was the strongest, that judge threw it out. And, you know, that'll be a jury trial. And I don't know a whole lot about it. But I do know you just can't put 12 juries. Fannie Willis can't just put 12 jurors in there that she likes. Oh, I'm sure they will put 12 in there that she likes. But the lawyers, they can say, we don't want juror number 12. We had a big thing one time here where somebody got SHOT, you know. And they had a hard time picking a jury. It was you're supposed to have people in there that don't know nothing about what's going on, you know what I mean? They ain't heard it, they ain't watched the news. I mean, they're supposed to be somebody that's sitting at zero, and they're not supposed to be +1 or -1. They're supposed to be like, just walk in there, you don't know nothing, and you actually gonna listen to the evidence. That is gonna be hard to do in Fulton County. I mean, we know that case shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? If the Lady Justice was blind, but Lady Justice ain't blind no more, y'all. Yeah, that's right, Joel Day. Now, Joel Day, I don't know how much you know, but they done had his Banana Republic trial. And the ruling was, and one DA and one lawyer decided this, it wasn't no jury. They had to pay $456 million. One woman that hates him, and one judge that hates him. And y'all, you would never believe this. Lady Justice, y'all ever seen that? Lady Justice holding up a set of scales with a blindfold on. And I know y'all know it. But the lady is blindfolded, and it don't matter what color your skin is. And it don't matter if you're the president or a dog catcher. We all get treated equal. And we know that's not the case. If anybody thinks that this is justice, Yeah, and you know what else, Tony? The blindfold is off. It it matters who you are. Yep. Oh, you know, I mean, things just went crazy, y'all. And we would have never thought all this. You know, we know that happens in Cuba, Soviet Union. You know what happens in Venezuela. But we didn't. This what we're seeing right now. We never could imagine. Uh, this being like it is. And I'm gonna ask anybody, does anybody want to call in tonight? I can cut this phone off if anybody wants to call in and say what they think about it. Be deciding if you want to call in. If you want to call in, let me know. They had that Rona McDonald, I think what her name is. She was the head of the RNC. They was trying to ask her about the 2022. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I don't remember what state it was she was talking about. But what they went from 160,000 millions to 2.7 million. That's from 2016 to 2022. And that was on MSNBC. And I mean, they mauled her up. You know, we know better than that. We know that that's a mighty big span of numbers there. And actually, I made a video, it might have been a week ago or something. And I was talking about the COVID-19, and told y'all I got aggravated because a woman got on the comments and said, and it probably still there, she said, yep, and he passed it right on to Mr. Magoo. And it made me make a video. That made me make a video. That was all a plan. And let me tell you the plan without being too specific. In 2016, at 160,000 millions. 2022, they had 2.7 million. And you know why? Because they wouldn't let you leave your house. They had everybody running around, going crazy. You know, everybody that died, if they had COVID-19, they would mark that as they died from COVID-19. And then they would give the hospital $30,000 for every person. It didn't matter if you died from a motorcycle wreck. If you had COVID-19, you died from COVID-19. And you get a present for $30,000. They had everybody running, scared. No, I mean, we ain't want to get it. But it wasn't what they were saying. And it still ain't. You know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is? Huh? She's a congressman from Georgia. And in the Capitol building, as long as there wasn't no cameras rolling, you could walk around without a mask. But when they turned the camera on, it's mandatory you had to wear that mask. And she wouldn't do it. Boy, I mean, she had, and it was a fine, for every day. Or every time that camera was on, something like that, Man, she had to pay a big fine. But she's the reason I know it, is because I heard her say that. Then we seen good old Gavin. He ain't had no mask on, out eating supper. We seen Pelosi getting her hair done. You wasn't supposed to leave the house. It's up near Rome, Tony. It's not here. You know what I mean? That was all a big old plan and a big old fake. Now, the COVID-19 was real. I ain't saying that wasn't real. That was real. Remember on CNN? They had the ticker running. They had everybody scared to death. See Grandma every now and then, in her car, sitting in there by herself. You had a mask on. My mama. I didn't wear no mask. Hell, I can't hardly breathe as it is. I ain't gonna wear no mask. I got my phone out here, y'all, if anybody wants to call in. If you don't want to, I can just sit here and talk. Somebody put this number in chat. If you want to say your name, you can say your name. If you want to be anonymous, you can be anonymous. I might ask you what state you live in, but you don't have to say, I live in Dublin, Georgia, And you don't even have to say what state you're in if you don't want to. But here's the number, 478 595 7285. 478 595 7285. Let's see if anybody wants to call in. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Tony. That whole thing, it sifts down to, yeah, there's a number, there you go. It sifts down to the mail-in thing. That's what that was all about. And they changed laws, Had us fixed right up. Now, where I live at, everybody didn't do that. Everybody where I live at didn't fall for that. In Dublin, Georgia, well, I better not say that. But it don't matter who you talk to in Dublin, Georgia. You are talking to a friendly. It don't matter who it is. My goddaughter said that was not correct, and she blamed the priest that had come to give her last rites. Yeah. Yeah, that was all the plan, Tony. We wore a mask, stayed home for months. Went to the doctor office, had Cuba. 9 days later, 3 nurses. Yeah, hey, and like I say, y'all, that's a real thing. There was people that went from here with that, But they was, I think a lot of the people that went, already had other ailments, I didn't want to get it, That stuff like that's bad on you if you smoke. I never wore a mask. I have asthma. And I left my house when I need it. Yeah, the people here in the town I live in, they didn't go for that stuff. I ought to go up there to downtown Dublin and interview some people. Son, this ain't a Chicago, and this ain't Atlanta, and this ain't New York. And just a thing about it, at Fulton County, they got a bunch of people up there, y'all. Fulton County's 80% black. And they what's got the state, what they call it, what kind of, a battleground state. That one county. Lawrence County might have, and Lawrence County's a big county where I live. Might have 35,000, 40,000 people. Oh, that's right, Drummer son. If anybody wants to call in, you can call in. The numbers in chat. Look up Tony Z's name. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I told Grandma speech ain't free no more. I told her you can get locked up for something you said. And you can. That's what you're seeing right now. Oh, really? Well, it's up a pretty good ways. Because I remember when it was 30,000. I do remember it was 30,000. When I used to be in the Yellow Pages, y'all. Remember the Yellow Pages? I used to be in the Yellow Pages, and I would get all the statistics, in Lawrence County. Oh, some of you, hey, Joyce, how you doing? Yeah, I ate you late too, Joyce. So, I put $100 on some stock today. Or I think it was yesterday. Or last night or something. Anyway, it wasn't today, it was yesterday sometime. There's a stock. I can't remember what you call it. But it's something to do with Mr. T, And they are fitting to merge together. Now, he's got something to do with what the stock I put in today. But they are actually fitting to merge together. Mr. T's social media platform and this other stuff, they fitting to merge together. And I put $100 on that stock. That stock's already, just $100 is already making $35. Good gracious, man. 4.7 million in your county? And say, we have a big county. If you look at Georgia, okay, hey, Carol. If you look at Georgia, it is a big county, That's right, Drummer son. They fit to merge together. And in 6 months, you have to wait 6 months. I think 6 months will be before November, But then he can sell shares, and they saying $4 billion is what he'll make. $4 billion. Minnie, can you share that stock? I'd like to buy some too. Um, I can look. I can try to find it. And y'all, I mean, it might go up. It might go up. It might not. So they fit the name Trump Truth Social to start trading under the ticker DJT. But there's already, it's something about, there it is. There it is. I'll fix it where y'all can see it. Digital World something corporation. And they all got abbreviations. But if you put in DWAC, it'll pull up. Let's look at that, what it's done today. All right, let me get my thoughts together here. Now, he has something to do with this. This digital world. What did I say it was? DWAC. So, I don't even know if I even know what I'm talking about. Oh, really? I just, went and put $100 in it. And see that, that's fitting to be on the NASDAQ. Okay. This ain't a chart. Well, you see how it's doing here. I'll put it on one day if I can. Let me try to find a better chart, y'all. Let me try to find a better chart. This is one day. See right here where it says one day right here? That's what it done today. $5 days. See how it shot up right here? And y'all will, what you do here is up to you. If I really knew, about this, I might put $200, but this company right here, and he has something to do with this. What it is, I don't know. But that right there, they gonna merge together. And before November, he can sell stock and get $4 billion. And he is planning to do that too. He ain't said nothing about it, but I heard him talking about it, on the news. But he has to wait 6 months before he can do it. Now this is do it your own risk. I'm not telling you to do it. And I only put $100 on it. If I lose $100, Jazzy Joyce will give me 100 more. Yeah, but he has something to do with this, Tony. He has, what he has to do with this, I don't know. But he has something to do with it. Hey, y'all, you remember down there when Grandma got $1,000 for her birthday? That $1,000 y'all give Grandma for her birthday, it put people in gear, son. I mean, that's what you call me about. You got some money? Then I want some too. And the whole world going crazy, yo. It brung the wolves out, yo. Everybody wants money. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we could stand to lose $100. But like, I don't have no idea. I just done it for the heck of it. I don't have no idea. I know it's up, I know it was making money today last time I looked. it was making money. Hey, y'all, this YouTube is tough business, boy. You don't, these live videos, you don't make much money. And when I tell you that, like, you might make $10 or something, I actually ain't lying, boy. I'm talking about me, and actually grandma too. Grandma gets more views than me. Yeah, that's right. It's just a chance, Miss Carol. You didn't say nothing wrong. But that's right, Miss Carol. Anytime you're doing this, you're taking a chance. But there been a many a day that the super chats make more than a video. It's a long, hard road, man. And if you want to get out there and spend some money, and do like what I done. And by the way, hey Ron, how you doing? Well, Ron, I got a video on Tammy's channel about Bitcoin. If you go to Tammy's channel, I done it on Tammy's channel. It ain't got a whole bunch of views, but the name of it's Cash App and Bitcoin. If you go watch that video, I'm telling you how to go and buy. I'm telling you how to do it. And y'all, my old videos where I used to get out there and make a video all day long and edit it and all that, down to 20 minutes. Them's the videos that I make money on. If you think you're just gonna get up there and go live and you're gonna be in the money, and I guess there's people that think that. But, I don't think people believe me when I say what I say. I really don't. I really don't think people believe me. But I ain't never got on here lying. And that's the way I am, and I'm not fitting to start lying. If you, like Grandma, you get on here and you make videos because you enjoy it. Like me, I get on here. Like, I know this video ain't gonna make nothing. I mean, I've been doing this a while, y'all. I mean, trust me, I know. But I'm actually getting on here just for fun. Video might make $7 or $8. It's that bad. And you ain't gonna have no 3-hour video that's gonna go viral. You might make a 20-minute video that might go viral. But you ain't gonna make no 2-hour video that's gonna go viral. Or no 3-hour video that's gonna go viral. Yeah, okay, talk to you later. Yeah, You know, I tell you, I know a little bit, you know. The Truth Social, it wasn't open to the public. I actually about forgot about that. I was looking at somebody's comment here, I lost track of it. But anyway, and they fitting to merge with this company I showed you. And then they gonna open it to the public. And I think they'll be changing the name of this stock right here. Right here. I think that'll be where the new name is. Oh, I went ahead and got $100 in there. And I am not no money advisor. What I say to you is only for fun. Don't tell me you said this and you said that. And I could actually be lying. But this is all for fun. I'm doing this video to entertain. Okay. Then I got that said. If they merge together, now I heard that name right there was going to be changed. I think that there's enough patriots out there that will put money in there and don't care if they lose $100. That's what I think. I don't know what the name will be, but like if y'all come in here and watch me when I do these videos, I will let you know because I look at this stuff daily, every day. Sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, I'm watching what's going on. But I don't know. But I think when they do merge together, and I think it's going to be soon, I think it's going to be like within a week, I think this is going to soar. I think people will buy and don't care if they lose $100. And will be glad if he cashes out and gets $4 billion and you cash out with $50 out of 100. I don't know what will happen. I can tell you this stuff right here, y'all. It is very hard to predict stock in that Bitcoin. Thank you, Miss Linda. Hey, y'all, that. Yeah, hey. you, anytime that you are doing this, you're taking a chance. You know, I've had stuff, I bought some Facebook stock. Man, I reckon it's been a year ago, you know. And you know, I bought it at a good deal. And the bottom fell out. You would think that Facebook would be stable, you know. But I mean, the bottom fell out. I didn't think it was ever gonna go back up. And I bought it at a good deal. I mean, I know I bought it at a good deal. Yeah, I do a little bit, yeah. But like, oh, and here's mostly what I do, Linda. You can look at a year or 6 months, you know. You know, I mean, it might be better to look at a year. And you can see like what kind of normal is for a year, you know. You can move your mouse and look at the, you know, like the lowest points, you know, like where, I mean, sometimes it'll dip down and shoot right back up, but like, you can kind of find out what the low is for like a year. And then if you go by at that low, if it goes down to that low again, it's probably a pretty good time to buy in. When it hits that year's low. And then what you're looking at might not actually ever hit that low again. And then on the other hand, you can buy at that low. And then it go lower. Just like what I'm talking about Facebook done to me. Hey, it finally come back up. And here's what I say over and over, you know, over and over and over. Because there's people out there, y'all, that you wouldn't believe. Oh, that you can't play with money that you got to have. That you got to have for your bills. And people do that. There's people that borrow money to play stocks. I don't know nobody that would do that. But I know there's people that do it because I've read about it, you know. I don't think I'd go borrow no money from the bank and put it on the stock market. I mean, it'd have to be mighty good, man. And I believe I'd have to be mighty desperate, you know? Because what that is right there ain't no guarantee. You can watch that right there. You can go look that up just like I just looked up. It might be down tomorrow. And I tell you, you know, I mean, there are more downs than they are up. It goes down more than it goes up. And then that's right, sure can, bro. And then like with you know, Mr. Magoo in there, y'all, I mean, I tell y'all this like over and over and over, you know. I'm as scared as that joker as I am a rattlesnake. I am scared of this stuff right now. Because there's a bunch of people, y'all, that, oh, y'all, I actually thought about something, and completely lost my thought. Oh, but like I know what I thought about, so I'm fitting to say that. Y'all remember Mr. Ross? He let me know that he sent me a little gift on PayPal. And I do want to tell Mr. Ross I did receive that. And I certainly do appreciate that. Very much. I sure do. So thank you, Mr. Ross, for that. You didn't have to do that, but that means a lot, you know. Oh man, hey Linda, it is like gambling. You know that, I told y'all I watch these people like playing the slots. There's one man that, I don't know, I kind of watch that stuff like when I'm winding down at night, you know. That's usually the last thing I'm watching, and they are the biggest fools you've ever seen. I mean, they usually play them for like $150 a spin. And here's something that just dawned on me today. I was watching a woman. And it's actually the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. They think they fitting a hit. Okay, Tony. Thank you for coming in, Tony. No, Mr. Ross sent me something on PayPal. Oh, no. Hey, it might be. I don't know, it might be Jazzy Joyce. But like, these two people, and I'm watching this man and this woman, they actually do pretty good on YouTube because they film it. And they get a lot of views, boy. But look at here. They losing a lot of money. And sometimes they win. But the more you play, the longer you play, the odds is against you of winning and making anything. And like I say, they think they're gonna hit. All you gotta do is listen to them talking while they playing. They talking while they playing. And they think they finna hit any minute. I think it's best to think you're gonna lose, myself. Yeah, Danny, you're going to put in something on this stock we're looking at. Oh, I put $100 on it, Joyce, yesterday. And like, It's made $35. But like, that stock might be down tomorrow, you know. You wanna go out later? You know the Disney stock, y'all. Let me look that up. Well, this is something people do. This is something I notice people do. Because I've helped a lot of people around here, you know. They tend to buy stock they know. Hell, I might have even done the same thing myself. But that's not what you should do. There's more to it than just buying a stock, you know. You know, I can't hardly see the keyboard, y'all. Oh, Disney stock, there it is. I bought this Disney stock one time, y'all. And you know, I mean, they got on here and, yeah, I reckon so. I sure am. I got on here and bought in that Disney. It's just going down, 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 man. You know, all that stuff they doing, you know. So that's from 1994. See that right there? That's a real big jump right there. Damn. That is a huge jump down. Oh, this is in 21 right there. And this is 5 years. That's in 5 years. That's dangerous stock right there. I took a loss and I got out of there, boy. No, you can, hey, Donnie, you can go buy $20 worth of stock. You can go buy $5 worth of stock. Don't expect the $5 to make too much. The more you put on there, the more money you put on there, the more money you can win or lose. It works two ways. Let's see about Netflix here, y'all. Anyway, y'all, I had this Disney stock. I don't remember what year I had it, but boy, I mean, I had to get out from under that, boy. Lost money. Like, I wasn't, I mean, like, I done waited and waited and waited. Here's Netflix. Uh, you see right here that Netflix went down real bad. I know that, like, well, I mean, the whole thing went down. I mean, everything just went bad, man. Oh. See right there where my mouse is? Look right here. And it says April 22nd, 2022. And you know this is probably COVID-19. Look what they doing to the stock market for power. Well, I mean, that's some kind of money losing right there, boy. And I say that Tesla's like look at Tesla. Now, that's 1 year. You see that you are worse off right here than you was a year ago. So if you bought $1 million worth of stock right here, you would be losing money now. I wouldn't doubt this don't get worse. You know, people's rejecting them electric cars, you know. Here's that NVIDIA. I think it went down today. Oh, no? It actually went up today. This is 1 day right here. So it went up today, and I'll put it on a year. You remember? Do y'all remember who I told y'all was buying this stock? Okay, Ron. But like, I myself don't think nobody knows. I don't think many people know what the stock market's gonna do myself. I think that like, if you got inside information that you can know, but like we as regular people, and there's a whole bunch of us, I don't trust too many people. And then y'all, I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen. And anything can happen. Anything can happen. Like the housing. All it takes is one thing. And the whole market can tumble. I mean, You know, there's people talking about depression. There's people talking about recession. I guarantee you. You know what I mean? People making videos every day. You go watch CNN. And then you go watch somebody else. Oh, the politicians, Jodely. I heard that's why that was doing good. They have, the politicians have inside information that the public don't know, but they know. They're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to do what they do, but they do it. If they see, they know what's coming. NVIDIA makes computer, which I mean, they may do all kind of stuff, but they make computer parts. NVIDIA's big time. See that $950? Let me put that on max. Look what that's doing. Okay, in September 30th, 1922, look what it's doing. In 2 years. You will be rich on your wildest dream. If you had enough money to put in there, you know. And, you know, I mean, that may be something to do with the cars, the NVIDIA, or it may be something to do with AI. Yeah, I see that. Just now see that now. Hey, y'all, I mean, I'm not no stock market genius at all. I mean, I'm really not. And see, I wouldn't want to get in that stock right here because it's done shot up. If you wanted to get into it, it's when it's broke off down here. And see, we can see it's broke off there now. But we didn't know it wasn't going to go lower. You know? This is a tough game. I kind of just get on here and play around. If, you know, if they was all young, I would say try to find something. If we was in our 30s, I would say try to find something and put $1,000 on it. So here's what I do. Here's what I do. I find out what the low is. And I'm actually looking at a bunch of stocks, you know. I find out what the low is for that year. And I'll sit there and watch for these stocks to go down to that year's low. And I put a little bit of money on it. If it makes $300, I'll sell it. I won't sit there and hold on to it. I'll sell it. That's what you call buying, playing dips. And that's what I do. I play dip. I'm not got nothing in here for long term. Danny, look up Vanguard for me. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna get off here in a minute, y'all, but I'll look up that Vanguard. So that's a EFT, and hey, that's doing pretty good. That's a year right there. That's doing pretty good. So the EFTs, and there's a bunch of them. The EFTs, they don't usually fall. The EFTs is more like a long-term thing. And I'll put that on 5 years. There's Max. I say, people that had money right here, after this point right here, when this done this, there was people panicking right here, all during this. They can see their money going down. And you know what I said, you know, you gotta hold, you know. If you take your money out, you'll lose it. If you take your money out while you're losing money, it's gone. And people will panic about when their money starts going down. I don't know what it stands for, but I know it's kind of a more like a long-term thing. It don't usually just shoot up real high, and it don't really fall real low. It's like kind of more, it don't swing a lot. But like, you know, all these people that, and you know, the reason that's going down right there from the peak, the reason that's going down is because of people selling. And I mean, that's why it goes down, because people selling. And it got down here, and it stayed in this range right here. And people probably like thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Well, looks like that's about as low as it's gonna go. So I'm gonna put some money in. And then you see where it is, all the way up to today. All the people that sold, that lost money, all they had to do was just stay a little longer. Look, we know what the date is. Let's see when this was. Well, actually, that's November 4th, 2022. And that's 2 years, from right here to right here is 2 years. But like if you have a grandyoungin born, get you $500 and go to wherever you go in your town, that people that do this for a living, you put $500 on that baby that's born. When that baby gets 18 years old, that baby ain't gonna be worth 2 cents because it's gonna be rich. But the truth is everybody worried about college? You put $500 down now, wait 18 years old, you might can buy the college. I keep on joking about it, but it'll be a lot of money. And so, I know all this stuff now, but I didn't know it then. We'll look at this S&P 500. A lot of people that's got 401k, they are in the S&P 500. That's one day there. I don't know what that's all about. That's 5 days. That's 1 month. That's 6 months. That's a year. 5 years. Max. The people that's in charge of everything that we put in power, they can make this thing do this. The S&P 500 is 500 companies together. It's not one company. It's 500 companies. Well, it's actually a bunch of things. That's why they call it 500. It's 500 stocks. Like your 401k, it won't be just one stock. It'll be a bunch of stocks together. And you hope all of them don't go down at the same time. I'm surprised at this right here. But this is why you ain't supposed to take a shovel and bury your money in the backyard. Supposed to let it make money. I want to tell y'all, I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate you letting me come into your house and listen to me. It done got 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, I will tell you this. Tammy, you know, they come and fix my internet. The guy, the AT&T guy, he come over here and he found out what was wrong. So when they come and put the fiber optic cable in, they cut my AT&T wire. And so I called them up today and I said, when y'all come the other day and put the box on the side of the house, I said, I didn't know if y'all knocked on the door, or if you was going to get the internet going, or you was going to come back later, or what, what was going to happen? I'm like, when you coming? Because our internet ain't good, y'all. She said, we will contact you, I said, okay, how you going to contact me? You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? I mean, you going to call me or you going to send an email or what, Like, because I want to make sure I'm looking. Because I am sick of this AT&T. I ain't joking either, boy. I am sick of it. She said probably within a week or two. I said, well, it's not no big deal, but I said, did you know that when they come and put that box on my house, they cut my AT&T line and cut my internet off? And she said, what? I said, yeah, they cut my line. She said, okay, sir, like, well, sorry. I'm finna send our man a email right now, and we will either come on over there and put your fiber optic in, or we will come fix that line that's cut. And then tell her the line's already fixed. So I said, okay. I laid that phone down, and in 5 minutes, the repairman, the fiber optic man, called. He said, yes, sir, this, like so-and-so. He said, I can either come at 9 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning, or 1 o'clock in the day. So, I mean, if I'd have known that, I would have called up. I wasn't even saying nothing about hooking up, like being in a rush to get the fiber optic. I would have just told them that they cut my line because Dad put them in gear. When I told them they cut that line, that worked like a dream, man. So tomorrow, by this time, I will have fiber optic. And I will tell you this, I actually knew the guy that was, to come, the AT&T man, repairman. I said, man, what's wrong with AT&T? He said, they don't care. I asked him, I said, man, I know they know. Why don't they care? He said, they don't care about royal places. He said, they only care about big cities. And I said, man, is many people getting rid of AT&T? He said, yeah. I said, is fiber optic better. He said it's a lot faster. I'm gonna do a speed test and check it out myself. I said, where you gotta go, where you going? I said, where you been this morning? He said, I had one job before I done yours, because he come a little early. Said, I had one job to do. And he said, I've done it. And he said, now I'm here. I said, well, how many more stops you got today? They said, none. Hello, Miss Bloomin'. And hello to everybody. Y'all, it's almost 2:15. How do you do? I'm fitting to get out of here and try to get settled down. I'm glad I didn't drink all this coffee I got here. I did drink some of it. Yep, well, we started at 12 o'clock at midnight there, Bloomin'. If you give me your phone number, Bloomin', or on Facebook, there's 2 or 3 people that I usually call. I don't call them, I text them and tell them that I'm fitting to go live. I got a couple people that, want me to let them know when I go live. But if you want to do that, I'll text you, and let you know I'm going live. I never know when I'm going to do it, and I never have no certain time either. So I want to thank all the super chatters. I want to thank all the moderators. I want to thank all the silent viewers. Thank you, Miss Carol. Miss Carol, you're a sweetheart. I want to thank all the angels, you may tell you who, and I don't want it to sound like only Bloomin' and Jazzy Joyce does anything, because you know that ain't true. But somebody tell you who two angels are, and there's a bunch of them. That Bloomin' right there is an angel, y'all, and Jazzy Joyce is an angel. Yep, hey, that's right. Them, I don't, I don't see her that much, Bloomin'. But y'all, there is a bunch of angels, and I don't mean to actually thought about this, Don't mean to make it sound like they're the only ones that do anything, because that's not true. But what is true is they are the main ones. And Thelma too, So don't nobody get mad at me. You can just be sitting here with your pretty little self and be sweet, like Miss Carol right here, and be an angel, I want to thank y'all for coming in. I want to thank y'all for us like having a nice little chat. A new chicken run? Okay. Hey, he needs one, Bloomin'. Yeah, thank you, Bloomin'. I want to thank everybody for everything. I'll be getting on here a little more, y'all. I can't speak for Tammy no more, y'all. I don't know what Hey, I mean, tomorrow, I know she'll have church tomorrow. But like what she's gonna do, I never know. I said, girl, don't you think you ought to make a video? I get on there and say Tammy's gonna make a video, and then she don't do it. And I ain't gonna be saying that no more. Unless I know she's gonna do it. Which she told me she was gonna do it. But then she didn't do it. Thank you all for everything. Thank you all for coming in here and spending time. We'll see what happens, y'all, with all this stuff I talked about. We'll keep an eye on everything. Good night, y'all. Bye, 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 bye.